Hi, we're Lindsay and Ken and we love to travel.
Why not come and join us as we explore new places all around the world?
Pick up some useful hints and tips and don't make the mistakes that we have.
See the things that we get up to and take a look around the ships as we travel.
Why not subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to our November Live.
I know. That's come round quickly, hasn't
It
it?
has, hasn't it? Well, it's been busy recently. And
Yeah.
we've got 2.5 of us here. Dax is here between us, look, bless his little soul.
And if he gets a bit upset with fireworks and things, please excuse me, I shall take him away and try and do something to calm him down.
Yeah.
He really doesn't like them, so we
No.
we have to be a bit careful with him this time of year.
Yeah. So, and there are usually lots and lots of fireworks about.
We have a plan.
Sure, so we have a pan. Lindsay runs out the back and leaves me on my own. Well, there we go. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's not particularly pleasant evening out, is it?
Well, I think it's dry here. I'm not sure if it's dry elsewhere. It's really been mild today. I've been out in the garden doing a bit of stuff out there, taking bean sticks down, things like that. I was really surprised how mild it was.
And I haven't been doing anything useful like that. I've been in here fiddling with this sort of thing because we had yet another problem thanks to a Windows update. But that's Windows for you. But hopefully it's all sorted now, and I think you can see and hear us fine. So let's whip through and say hello to a few people. But before we do that, I'll just put that up. So it looks like we've got quite a few of you here tonight, which we feel quite privileged for. And if you... Oh, and now the phone's gone. Excuse me. I just got to hang up. It just goes to show we are live.
It's going to be one of those evenings. You just know it's going to be one of those.
Oh, dear. Right. That was my nephew, so I'll have to ring him later. He'll probably ring back again in a minute. So I'll hand Lindsay the phone so you can hang up on it. Oh, I've never had this before. Anyway, as I was saying, if you put question at the beginning, because unlike a lot of other vloggers at the moment, we all seem to be having problems with our questions, that they seem to be spinning around and going upside down everywhere.
A bit like us at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. And also, we also have the added difficulty with everybody's handle showing, not their names. So we've got to guess who some of you are.
Yes.
So we're not being rude, but we're just guessing a bit, aren't we? So let's just see who we've got. Trudy's here. I'm going to leave her because she's got a question for us. Lizzie Lou's here. Hi, Lizzie Lou. Nice to see you. Abjurum. I think this is Kevin Austin. Yes, I think it is, all the way from Canada. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for joining us. And Gil and Sandra. That one's fairly easy, and I recognise the little friend in the picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
So hello. Yes.
Anna Micah here. Good evening
hello.
to you. And Reese and Catherine are here. Oh, yes. No, the handles and the news. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? And you're back. You've got a question. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Davina's here. Hi, Davina.
Hi, Davina.
And Corin.
Corin,
I think that's Corin.
Yes.
But not for very long. She's off to her Christmas concerts. Questions.
Oh,
Wow.
Questions everywhere.
All these questions.
That's Rose.
Hi,
Hello,
Rose. Nice to see you. And saying hello to Gil and Sandra. More questions. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Catherine's been commenting a lot today, hasn't she? Yes, she has. Thank you very much. Right, I think we'll go back then, as we've got so many questions.
Start some of them.
It was to make a start. Otherwise, we'll be here till 10 o'clock. Right, so Trudy, hi, my lovelies. Question: are we doing pantomime this year? And if so, what are we doing? And who will you be? And hugs to Dax.
Yeah, hugs to you too.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Beauty and the Beast in Bridgewater Town Hall at the end of January. The box office is live if you wish to buy tickets.
just go to our website.
We have had auditions.
Not our website, Pantomime website.
Pantomime website, yeah. We have had our auditions.
Yes, we have.
And we both know we've got parts.
Yes.
But our first rehearsal is this Wednesday, and what's happening?
After the rehearsal, they're going to make a public announcement as to who's got which parts.
Mm-hmm.
So we have decided to put in a self-imposed embargo on what we're doing. But we will perhaps let people know later in the week.
Yeah, we can put it on the Facebook page.
We can put it on the Facebook page later in the week and tell you then what we're actually doing.
And just I can tell you one thing, truly, I am not the Beast. Because you have to be young and good looking to be the Beast. And young and good looking, I ain't.
Yeah.
No need to agree with me.
Oh, sorry. No. You moan when I don't agree with you.
Oh, I know, yeah. But no. Right, let's move on. Questions. Here we go. From Racing Catherine. Did you pay for the drinks in the first class train, or were they included? So this is with regard to our travel from Bridgewater down to Barcelona. If you haven't seen the video, it's online. Have a look. It's quite a long watch, but from the comments we've had,
people have been enjoying it and finding it useful.
Very useful.
There's also a couple of blogs on our website, the journey down and the return journey. And there is another one to follow which will include the prices so that you can actually sit down and look at it.
I mean, we have put some prices
in the video,
which I hope were helpful. They're the prices we paid. They're not necessarily the prices that you would get today if you booked the same transport, because the trains seem to have fluid pricing like cruises do. So we're all fairly used to that. So in regards, we travelled from Paris to Barcelona, first class. And the reason we did it first class was because it was 20 quid extra.
Any more and you wouldn't have paid.
Oh, well, 30 or 40 maybe. And no, the food and drinks were not included, but the service was. And the service was really good on the way down.
It was very different on the way back.
It was, and a bit surprising. So you've got an intranet connection on the Wi-Fi in the train, and you can go to the TGV site and order your food and drinks there from the bistro cart. It also allows you to track where you are and your ETAs for arrivals and things like that. It was really quite fun, wasn't it? Your phone didn't work though, did it?
No. And I was busy all the way down.
You were busy.
I was doing work.
Busy doing
mainly work.
So you could order, and they delivered, and the delivery time was what, about 10 minutes, something like that. And they would clear everything away. On the way back, that service wasn't in operation. Strangely enough, we have no idea why. So you could order, but you had to go to the buffet cart and pick it up yourself. Yeah, and it was a bit like that. Yes, it was.
And we were upstairs, and you had to go downstairs to get it.
Yes. So it's a double-decker train, that one was, and we were on the top deck. And yeah, it was. I just think it was such a restful, enjoyable journey.
Well, why get up out of your armchair if you didn't need to? It was just very comfortable.
And you can have wine and beer and all sorts of things. But we didn't actually on that one, did we? I think we just had soft drinks, coffee and Coke. I can't remember now.
We had wine on the Eurostar.
We had wine on the Eurostar to celebrate, wasn't it, when we got across under the tunnel? Yes. So, yes, we did have to pay for it. The prices were okay, I suppose. They weren't extortionate. They weren't extortionate, which you might expect to pay. One piece of advice on there, and on Eurostar as well, was they sell the transport tickets to the metro on both trains, but don't buy them on there because they're more expensive. It's actually cheaper to get them when you get to the station. They put a markup on them.
It might be convenient, but
it's more expensive. So I hope that helps. Question: would you try different hotels or do the same ones?
Yes and no.
Yeah, so let's go through them one at a time. So the first one was a Hotel Palin in Paris.
That was really convenient. You could literally see the railway station from where we were. It was quite a nice room. It was an interesting next door neighbour.
The The bathroom
But
was
the bathroom was fine.
fine.
The toilet was a separate toilet, and that was the one that was a little bit of a squeeze.
Yeah, it was a bit of a squeeze. It was all right if you left the door open, but otherwise, when you stood up or sat down to do whatever you had to do, you headbutted the door because it was very small. But the hotel itself was really nice. The staff in there, they were just wonderful.
Yes.
So we booked and paid in advance because Dan booked that for us. There is, when you arrive there, a tax to pay on all of them. We had to pay. It was about £5.60 each or something like that. €5.60. No, it was £5.60, I think, a night for local tax. But yes, that one I would definitely stay in again. It was just a really nice place. It's so convenient for the train station, and the people were really nice, and the breakfast was good as well.
It was actually. Had we been a little bit later, the cooked food would have been out. But they opened up the canteen area a little bit early for us, so that we could get in, get out, and get to our train. And yeah, they had all the hot plates there. The fresh baguettes were coming in the door just as we got into the dining area. So yes, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Really, from that point of view.
The next one, Arc La Rambla, which was actually on the Ramblas. The location was convenient.
Yeah.
But I would probably not book it again. It was, I think we were spoilt the night before. It was the same price, but there was no breakfast included in this one. We did book breakfast there, didn't we? It was 30, was that the one we had breakfast or not? £30.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, €30, €15 each. Yeah.
It was ages ago.
And the breakfast was good. Yeah, the hotel, there was like dents and scratches and marks in the walls. That wasn't really the issue. The bathroom was good, no toilet issues in the bathroom. The gap around the bed was tiny, wasn't it? It was a small bed.
It was a small bed. I don't think there was anything particularly wrong with it. I think the problem was it wasn't as nice as the one night.
Yeah, and having been there one night after the other, it sort of felt...
Yeah. And it didn't help that they were doing an awful lot of roadworks in the Ramblas, and the taxis couldn't get to drop you off or pick you up actually at the hotel. So that was a bit of a scramble getting across all the roadworks. And the next morning when we left, they told us that there was also going to be a protest in the city, which didn't help either. Everywhere we go, there's always a protest. And
they're protesting about us.
So they did advise us to walk down to the Columbus statue because there would be taxis around there. So you could get down there. And
we got one relatively easy, didn't we?
Where are these taxis? Yeah, one did come round the corner, and I almost stood out in front of him, but not quite. But he stopped and was very happy to pick us up. So that worked out fine in the end, really.
And the third one on the way back, that was good.
It was what was the one with the uncomfortable bed?
Was it?
Oh
yeah, it had a bit of an uncomfortable bed. But the hotel was nice.
I would have said it's a quality hotel because the other people that were staying there were from airlines.
Yes. The Emirates cabin crew were staying there, so it had to be pretty good.
It was very clean and tidy. I would have thought that to eat there would be quite expensive, but there were eateries nearby that were very reasonable.
Yeah, and don't forget, the bed probably felt hard because we just spent a week in a princess bed.
Okay. That was hard.
Were you bruised?
Yeah, set my sciatica off again.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think 2 out of 3 we'd probably use again because of their convenience. Yeah. 1, I think we would be looking for something else. Not that there was really that much wrong with it; it just wasn't as good as the other 2. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Next one, Kevin. The total cost of travelling seemed quite reasonable to me. It also looked more comfortable overall. Would you say it was more comfortable option?
For me, yes. That's very simple to answer.
Yeah, because Lindsay won't fly.
The only thing that was really uncomfortable was in St Pancras. It was like a cattle market, and that was uncomfortable to be there. The Eurostar, it was 2.5 hours, and it's just like sitting in another
Yeah.
train. Really, it wasn't anything special, but it wasn't that
No.
uncomfortable.
Bearing in mind that we went steerage on
Yeah.
Eurostar,
We could have gone very expensive,
but we
you know.
paid £88 return, because I didn't see the point in paying the extra for Eurostar Plus or Eurostar Premier, which was like 4 times the price Eurostar Premier, when we're only on there for 2.5 hours.
It was livable with, and certainly when we were going over in St Pancras, because we were in the cattle market, we were able to have a little bit of time to go and pick up some food to take onto the train with us, which was reasonably priced.
Pret a Manger was all right, actually.
It was nice, and they did nice coffee there.
They did do very nice coffee.
I was quite impressed with their coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, their baguettes and everything were very fresh, very nice.
Yes.
So yeah, that was quite.
And certainly the train from Paris to Barcelona was very, very comfortable. So we had a 2+1 seating arrangement on the first class bit. In the ordinary downstairs second class, it was 2+2, so the seats were that much bigger. They reclined if you wanted them. You had power sockets there, and you had the service that you had, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even on the way back, when you weren't working, the time just seemed to go so quickly.
Yes, ran out of things for me to do, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I still had to go and get my own food, though. She wouldn't go and get that, would you?
You had to have some uses for you. For goodness sake.
It was a bit wobbly on the way back.
That's why I made you do it.
Yeah. So, Reese, would you do the crazy overnight train trip and sleep on the train in bed if it was available?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'd give that a go.
Depends where from and where to.
Yeah.
Because they don't do one on that route.
Right, apparently.
On that route.
Okay.
But
it's not something I'd rule out.
No, it's not something I wouldn't rule that out either. If we were going further afield, like down to the Danube or something for a river cruise, which is now potentially a thing that we could do in the future. It's a few changes. But the beauty of this one was the speed we were travelling at, because for 3/4 of the journey we were just under 300 kilometres an hour. And yeah, but no, I'd do I think I would do the overnight bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a crazy overnight thing. I think it would be a good idea, actually.
A friend of ours, he did a lot of it many years ago. He's got family in Italy, and apparently Italy is very accessible by the trains as well this way. He was telling us about how easy it was to get to Trieste and down to Rome.
He's put all sorts of ideas in Ken's head.
Yeah, he has. So yeah, I think we give it a go, depending where it was, or depending. The other thing is that because we're retired, we have time.
Yeah,
don't
to go and do that. Yeah,
to take time to do it. I mean, our friends Gavin and Luke, who flew over, because Gavin's working full time, they're limited on holidays, and most other people are limited. But I think I might even stretch it even more. So if we went to Paris, rather than getting there in the evening and going first thing in the morning, let's have a day in Paris, you know? Why not? Have a glass of champagne, go and visit some of the sites in Paris and do it that way. It's what we did on the way back. So yeah, I think we would look at each individual trip, because we will be doing it again, and decide we might want to, this time we'll have a day there, or we'll have a day there, and do it that way. I think so.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
And that's Davina's question.
Are you planning another no-fly cruise?
We're not planning one,
no.
But it's certainly not out of the question.
We
certainly do one again.
Fully booked for next year now, aren't we? We had 2 little gaps, and we filled them now. So we're fully booked for next year, and we're now thinking about 2027, because I quite like to do an Azamara cruise, and I'd like to do the Amalfi Coast. So we haven't.
It's all in his head.
It's all in my head. There's lots of things in my head at the moment.
It's always a big worry when he comes back from walking the dog and says, I've
been thinking. Yeah. So, yeah, we will be doing another one then,
yes,
won't we?
We will.
Yeah, but nothing planned as of yet, and it certainly won't be until 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this little man, we sort of have to
Plan ahead.
things quite way ahead. Yes. So make sure we've got a home for him to stay in. Rose is saying hi. Gil and Sandra. How easy was it to store your luggage on the trains? Well, we had it very easy.
You did.
We did. So they've got storage areas as you go on. So Eurostar, you go through the door and there's a storage area just there in front of you. So we took one big case, and it was quite heavy as well. And then we had a rucksack and Lindsay's overnight case that we used for staying in the hotels and things. The big case was heavy to lift, but because we boarded the trains as soon as they were available, didn't we? Because we were waiting. There was plenty of room. We got straight in there. People that boarded the trains halfway through the journey or something like that struggled a little bit more. But because we were at the start of the journeys, we had no issues whatsoever.
There were people occasionally pushing their cases up and down to try and find somewhere to put them, but I think they all found somewhere in the end.
Yeah, but I think the key is to get on as soon as boarding starts.
And I think that there's probably less room on Eurostar than there is on the other train.
Yeah, because on the TGV train there was a lot more room. Whether that was, but you did have to carry it upstairs.
Yeah, easier coming down. He slid it down.
Yeah, I slid it down. But that's because the excessive weight was about nearly 30 kilos, and my body doesn't work. Doesn't work as well as it. Yeah. But no, there was plenty of room for storage, and we didn't have a problem. But we were there early-ish, weren't we?
So Catherine's saying hello.
Yeah, we said hello to Catherine just now. Reese again. Now you can make what a train. Fancy joining us on the solar eclipses from Rome on Celebrity. They seem to have the best prices.
Really, do they?
For solar eclipses. Well, let's not rule it out. No, we haven't looked at Rome yet, but it is on the radar. Yeah, it is on the radar. So thank you very much for the invite. We'll see what happens.
Do you want to go back on Celebrity though?
Would have to be a good deal to get on Celebrity. Yeah, and also that's August in Rome, dear. You know what that means? Why is that?
Because I don't like the heat.
No. We tend to do, you may have noticed, we tend to do any holidays in the summer, right in the summer, we tend to go north. Because Lindsay doesn't cope with anything over about 25, 26 degrees very well at all.
Believe me, when it's 38, 39, 40, you really don't want to be in my company.
And believe you me, if Lindsay's suffering, I'm suffering even more. You'll understand about that, Reese. So, yeah.
We'll think about that one.
We'll think about that one.
We'll add it to the list for consideration.
Because it is beginning of August, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So, a lot of familiar faces there tonight. Yes, there are lots of them.
Yes. Oh,
good evening, Gavin and Luke, and thank you very much for your call. I've got a photograph of you here somewhere. Where are we?
I hope it's a nice one.
There they are. I think it's a nice one. There, look at that one.
Look, we're in a bar.
We're in a pub in Gibraltar. That was the Lord Nelson, wasn't it?
It was, because we couldn't go to our usual.
No, because it was shut. For renovation. That must be
even the locals were finding that funny.
It must be the first renovation for about 50 years. You could do with a bit, though, couldn't it?
Could really, yeah.
Yes. So, Alfie's here. Good evening, Alfie. Nice to see you. Linda, hello, my favourite vlogs run by train. It's so much fun. What a great way to get your cruise.
It was a great way.
It was good.
It was good.
And we were talking to somebody yesterday, weren't we? One of our friends who was over here from Texas for the weekend. And we were talking about, going to Seattle on the train and then down to Texas and various places in Texas.
The way those two were talking yesterday, I almost got the atlas out and started putting pins in the map.
Well, we've been invited.
How many places we're going to go.
We've been invited by all these lovely people everywhere.
I know. And we just end up spending weeks just going around and around various places.
All you've got to do, Lindsay,
in America.
It's quite simple. All you've got to do is spend a bit more time in the swimming pool training so you can swim across the Atlantic, and then we'll be fine. Whoops. Moving on. Catherine, what's your favourite bar on Star? Oh,
Wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse was good. It's like outside the Crown Grill.
And I'll tell you why. It was very comfortable. There was always somewhere there to sit, as there were at most of the bars. But the bar staff made it. They were just so good. Michelle
And Hooray.
Hooray. And they were just so funny. And he had us in stitches, mind you. I think we had them in stitches as well. And some of the other people that we met at the bar were very funny. And
met a group of 4 guys from the States, didn't we? They were really good company.
And then there were the ones from Tenerife.
Oh, Stuart and Diane.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there was another 2 from this
that's
country.
wrong.
And various people that seemed to just arrive there at certain times.
Yeah.
And you just sort of finish a conversation with one and just start another conversation with another. And to be fair, Michelle would make anything and everything. Whether it was on the menu or not, she was very, very good.
I also like Good Spirits, and I prefer Good Spirits on Star because it's a bar on its own. So you haven't got interference from things that are going on in the piazza. The service in there was fantastic. The service in all the bars was excellent compared to Sky, which is the other most recent princess ship we've been on. It really was, and spacious. Every bar you went to, apart from O'Malley's on the odd occasion, there was space, wasn't there?
O'Malley's were quite crowded. That was a nice bar too, actually.
O'Malley's was nice. Bellini's was nice. Where was the other one that we went to?
We did a lot of research.
Crooners.
Yeah.
That was a nice bar.
Yeah.
They were all... We tried.
My preference would have been there.
Yes.
Each time. Really.
Yeah.
But yes, it was so easy to go from. Well, we threatened to do a pub crawl one day.
We never got round to it.
Never got really round to it. Just time slipped away.
Seemed to go so.
And Gavin Luke, I think, found the same thing, that it was just time ran away with us.
Yeah, and we were sleeping a lot. We had a pretty tumultuous lead up to the cruise, and it was iffy whether we were going or not, and we were quite sleep deprived before we went on, weren't we? And when we got on there, and the beds just sort of, we just slept. I've never slept as much on a cruise in my life before.
It's the beds.
But we obviously,
hello.
We obviously needed it, didn't we?
No, we don't want to let you go.
Yeah.
You just stay here. Yeah, it was lovely. Really
so we
nice.
have AKA Jason Bourne saying hello to everyone.
Hello
there. And Sandra saying hello. And Mike, Rose, and so Cruise. We enjoyed your mini suite cabin route. Yeah, it was we enjoyed being in it as well, didn't we?
Nice. It was very nice, very pleasant.
Very nice indeed.
The cabin steward was excellent.
This is the monkeys.
Oh, the mini suite. Oh, monkeys, right. Oh, the monkeys one.
Yes, yes. We do, of course, have ours on the channel. Deluxe balcony, not a mini suite. Was it? And it certainly wasn't a sanctuary mini suite. No.
But ours was good. Our cabin steward was very good.
Our cabin steward, Jerome, was excellent. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Evening.
It's Julie. Hello, Julie.
And Warren, good afternoon, Warren. How are you? And Jerry and Diane, nice to see you here.
They're saying hello to each other.
Land Rover 1965. Good evening to you and everyone else. Oh, Jerry and Diane. Jason. Oh, he's saying good evening to Dax. Dax, wake up. Someone's speaking to you.
He was chasing squirrels earlier today, so he might be a little bit tired.
Good to see your dog can't cope with the fireworks either.
Yeah, it's really...
He's the first one.
He is... Well, the very first one I had when I was in Dorset and came up here with me, he wasn't good. But then that was because he was going from... Largely because he was going from a place where we had fireworks one night in the year to a place where they started fireworks at the end of September and went through to about January here. So that was understandable. Pepsi and Mitch didn't worry about it at all. They quite liked going into the garden and watching them. And this one we thought we would have the same effect with, because we just treated it like every normal sort of thing going on. And he's absolutely wound up about it.
Yeah.
The only place that he doesn't get wound up is at the other end of town when he stays with his auntie down there.
And Granny.
Well,
She calls herself Granny.
She calls herself Granny. And he stays down there occasionally, and he's a different dog down there with the fireworks. She's a little bit further out of town, so they don't get quite so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Warren's just making us jealous. 78 degrees and sunny there in San Antonio, if I remembered that correctly. I think so. Saying hello. I've got here. Fireworks at Paul Pup's ears. We put a nervous pup on there. Yeah, we actually put his coat on him last night, didn't we? Because that's supposed to make them happier, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that we had when he had his operation earlier this year. And it's a bit of a soothing thing. And the other thing to do with these dogs when they're like it is to sing to them reggae.
Reggae music.
Reggae music is very good. Apparently it mimics the beat of the heart. And it certainly works with this one.
Yeah.
If I hug him in close and start singing to him, apart from the fact he puts his paws over his ears and goes, oh my God. But yeah, it does calm him down.
And the favourite song of his? Don't worry
about a thing.
'Cause every little thing. Yeah, that's his favourite one. Jerry Dine said, really enjoyed watching your train journey, giving us some ideas as we like train travel. Yeah, I'm glad about that. I mean, you've got the return journey home to see yet, but that won't be for a little while, will it? No. Did you prefer Star to Sky? I'm going to ask Lindsay this because we're going to answer this independently. Did you prefer Star to Sky? And if so, why or why not?
In the main, yes, I think I did. There's more places to sit and sit comfortably. I think a lot of it is very similar with the quality of the bar service and the bars, but certainly the open spaces are a lot bigger on Star than they are on Sky. If you were in a group of people, you would easily be able to sit as a group, as we did occasionally.
Quite a large group sometimes.
Yeah, there were things that perhaps needed to be ironed out.
Little bit.
But that's largely because it's a new ship. Yeah, I think I would I'd go happily back on either of them, but I think Star has got the improvements that are needed for that sort of ship.
I liked it because of the space. The corridors are wide. You go into the main dining room, and instead of having 3 inches between tables, there was 3 foot between the tables.
Yeah.
There was so much room. It just felt so roomy. Now, I will qualify it a little bit. So, Star is 4,300 passengers at double occupancy. On our cruise, we had 4,038. So she was, 90% full? Something like that. So she wasn't full. And, of course, if it was summer holidays or something like that, she'd probably be having near 5,000 on. But it just felt so spacious. There were a few pinch points.
Yeah.
The Arena Theatre, because it holds 1,100 people, and they only do 2 shows per day. So that was a bit of a pinch point, wasn't it?
Yes.
And the Dome holds about 250 people. And when they held entertainment events in the Dome during the evening, you couldn't get in there, could you?
Not really, no.
Unless you were there very early. Princess Live, as always, was very busy and very full. So those areas were tight. But the rest of the ship just felt very spacious and very relaxed.
Yeah, I think we just tended to, if that's full, we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which did have the disadvantage that we missed bits and pieces.
Yeah, we did miss bits and pieces. We didn't actually see a show in Princess Live. In fact, the only time we spent in there was playing bingo with Gav, wasn't it, Gav? But that's the same on Sky.
Yeah.
So that's no worse. I think I would prefer it slightly, even though it is bigger. We didn't have problems getting on and off the ship.
It didn't seem as though there was a particular issue.
No.
At all.
Daniel, Hi, Daniel. And hi, Daniel saying hi to everyone and hi to you. You're off on Borealis on the 12th.
Oh,
Wow.
you're lucky.
Aren't you lucky? Yeah, we're not on Borealis. So our group cruise, are we?
No.
Oh, group cruise news. We've got more people, haven't we, there?
Yeah, it's getting very close to 50.
Yeah, so we're...
Very close to 50. And if you want to know,
Yes.
just to let you know,
Yes.
it's 161 days until the group cruise.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I looked it up today.
Oh, gotta go.
I did.
So yeah, there is still a bit more room on there. If you want to join us, we'd love to have you on board. But yeah, there's 48 of us now, isn't there?
Mhm.
We just can't believe the support that we've got from you guys. It really is appreciated.
I'm sure it's going to be an
You're very
absolute
humble.
hoot.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah. Anyway, have a lovely time on
Yes.
the 12th. Is that the first one after the refit? Like the mystery cruise,
I should
Daniel?
think so. That's
Perhaps you could put it in later. Or is that sooner
That's this
than
week,
that?
isn't it?
That's this, yeah, it's this week, I think it
a
is.
week out, dear.
I am a week out.
Not for the
Good,
first
am I?
time.
First time with Fred Olsen.
No, I think you'll like
Good,
it.
Daniel. Well, we love it, don't we? It is one of our go-to now. Oh, thank you,
Aw,
guys.
Thank you.
So, Gavin Luke, I've just put the website up for Bridgewater Pantomime Society if you wish to. Then, yeah, we'd love to see you. End of January, isn't it? You can book your tickets online. Thank you very much. Question from Andy and Carla. What was the best bit of your no-fly cruise?
Not flying.
No. Now, do you mean the transport, or do you mean the actual cruise itself?
I should think the transport.
I would think the cruise itself. I think the
Okay.
whole thing,
All right.
because it's the no-fly flight cruise.
Okay.
Being with the cruise monkeys.
I'm still recovering.
They're such good fun. They're
Yeah, we
such
did have
good
a laugh
company.
with them.
We did have a
We
laugh.
did. Yes.
Catch with Rudy was pretty
Yes. That was
special
very good.
as well, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
so many options for specialty dining on
You
there.
could never in a week. You just
No.
couldn't get around to eating everywhere.
We
Yeah,
didn't
having
do them. Didn't do them at
No.
all. So Ted here, same question. Mrs. Potts and Midcoxer. Now I will tell you, we actually did in the pantomime 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
We actually did the Disney production
We got under license to Disney.
under license to Disney, and I did in fact play Cogsworth, and Lindsay played.
Madame de la Grande Bouche.
That's for those of you who don't speak French. That's the woman with the big mouth.
And I was the wardrobe.
She was the singing wardrobe, the opera singer. I would never get away with that one, would I? No, but I did that time.
No, it was a fun show to do. It's hard work to do that
It
that
was a hard
version.
show.
And of course all the music was their music rather than music that we were putting in a traditional pantomime. It was an opportunity that arose for the Pantomime Society, and I'm so glad that they took it because it was quite a interesting show to do.
A bit of a coup at the time.
It was a
getting
bit of a coup.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hard work and very hard work for everybody in the production team and the musical directors and everything like that. It was just we had the easy part, really.
We did. We had the easy bit.
But it was quite an interesting one.
But
But we can't do. We're not doing that version this time. This is a version that was written by our director. And actually, it's a combination of two of his versions put together. So although the basic story is the same or very similar, and the characters are very similar, there are differences. And of course, it's pantomime, not a musical fairy tale,
which that one was. And there are quite a lot of restrictions for copyright with Disney.
Yeah, so
as to which songs you can and can't use.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it is. So Johnny Will, hi. Oh, hi, Johnny Will. They've been in touch with us. We were chatting last night. I hope your hangover's better now, Will. Oh, did I say that?
Nothing to do with us. We had nothing to do with it.
No, nothing to do with that at all. Have you visited Aarhus in Denmark? If so, what did you do? We got wet.
We got very wet in Aarhus. But it's a quaint little town, and there is an area, what do they call it?
The Living Life Museum.
It's a Living Life Museum. It's got a special name. I can't remember the name of it. But that's what you should go and see. It's really well done. And if you take a look on our website, you'll find that it's actually listed as one of our ports of call.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the first one listed because they're alphabetical.
Yes.
It does tell you
off.
what we did that day, apart from getting wet.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually get to go to the Living Museum.
No, it was just too wet.
It was just horrendous.
Yeah, and we went to a little Viking museum there.
Yeah.
But there's two.
And the other person that would have some really good advice on it would be Emma Watts from Cruise Addicted.
Yes.
Because she has a family member that lives there. So if you want to contact via the Cruise Addicted, then please do, because they would be able to give you some advice on that.
Yeah. Trudy saying hi, Ted and Brenda. We could do with some of your Tuscan sunshine. Yes, very much so. Yes. Jerry said hi, Johnny. Well, Tony G. Hi, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks for your comments last night. Very much appreciated. Jerry and Diane saying hello. Cruise Monkeys. Favourite bar on Star? Well, we sort of did that one, didn't we?
Did that.
Did I get any pictures of the bars? I'm not sure. I've got a few little pictures
I have to say,
tonight.
dears, any bar that we were all in together.
Oh, you creep. Hey, creep. Rose saying, hi, question. How was the wear and tear on your bodies and minds compared to an airplane method?
There was no wear and tear on my body or my mind
No.
at all.
My mind was a bit sort of,
Foggy.
I was just concerned because everything we were doing was new. But I think doing it a second time, I'd just go with the flow. It wasn't hard work at all. It was very easy. We did chicken out a bit and I think that was because of the size of the suitcase. We had taxis from station to hotel to station, rather than negotiating the metro or public transport. So we did make life easier for ourselves in that respect. But even that was easy. Some of the queues were quite long at the stations, up to sort of 45 minutes to get a taxi.
But the way that they queued people was very organised. You know, they had zigzag lines, they had people marshalling that so that A, you knew which line to go into, and B, when you got to the end of the line, there was actually somebody sort of hailing whichever taxi was next in the queue. So that was actually very well organised, really.
And I think if you look at the time taken to, say, fly, I mean, you've got to be there sort of 2.5 hours, 3 hours before you fly. You can go into the train station half an hour before you're due to leave, certainly on the Barcelona to the Paris one, and then you just go through check-in, and 20 minutes before the train's due to go, the gates open, you just walk on and put your case on, and that's it.
Yeah.
A bit longer for Eurostar because you have to go through security and immigration in the country, but it was so relaxing and such a very pleasant experience. So I would say
very easy,
very, very easy indeed. Andy and Christine Cotswolds. Hi, good evening to Andy and Christine. Greetings for the Cotswold. Looking forward to watching your vlog. We will be in part of the world on Friday for Western Carnival.
We'll be in your part of the world on Friday for Western Carnival.
I know.
No, you don't. You missed half the words.
Oh,
anyway, yes, Western Carnival. I've looked at the weather forecast and it's looking a little bit damp. I don't think it's going to be as bad as it has been in some years when it was torrential up there. But it is looking as though you might get wet. We're staying home.
Yeah,
we did Bridgewater on Saturday, and of course our friend from Texas was with us. She was completely blown away by it. But yeah, it's always a good thing to see. It's quite an astounding sight to see, isn't it?
If some of you watching this are wondering what on earth we're talking about, Bridgewater Carnival it's the oldest carnival in the country. It's over 400 years old. Dates right back to the time of Guy Fawkes.
He's got a lot to answer for.
He has. It is the largest illuminated carnival procession in Europe. It's worth coming to visit. If you want to have a look and see what you're letting yourself in for, go onto YouTube and find some of the videos on there and just have a look. It is amazing. We are spoiled, and we were involved with it for sort of 20 years, weren't we? Taking part and everything. So we
their tagline is "Seeing is believing," and they're quite right.
Yeah. So it is something special if ever you're looking for something to do on a wet November night.
It's usually wet.
If you see it, yeah. We stayed at the H10 Madison while in Bazaar and would heartily recommend it. Very welcoming staff, a nice room, and an excellent breakfast. Thank you very much, Keith. So that's worth noting for everyone else. We chose our hotel in Barcelona on the way back due to its proximity to the Barcelona station, so that in the morning we could walk to the station. We didn't have to rely on a hotel transport. So that was the reason we chose that one, and the reason we chose the Palem in Paris.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for that. Much appreciated.
Always handy to have that information.
Always handy.
Oh.
Hi, Mark and Lindsay. Nice to see you here.
I picked up my drink at that time.
Well, very appropriate. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello to Mark and Lindsay. Question for Linda. In Barcelona, did you find the taxi stands? We found that they were very convenient. Yes.
Actually, in the city, we didn't. We held the one on the corner, didn't we?
We did.
The ones that we found were really convenient were the ones actually at the terminal.
And the station.
And at the station.
Yes.
But when we were actually in the city on that day trying to get to the terminal, it was a bit chaotic because of A, the roadworks, and B, the roads being closed in the centre because of this demonstration. So it's a bit haphazard. And I think that the stands that would have been available to us were sort of cordoned off one way or the other.
Yeah.
But we were lucky. It was relatively early, so it was quite quiet as well. So it didn't take us long to get a taxi.
Yeah.
But the stands that we saw, that we did use, were very well organised.
They were. It was a regimented queue, and you just
As they were in Paris.
As they were in Paris. Excellent. Sam, hello, Sam. Sam saying hello to Johnny and welcome to Sandra. Any recommendations for bars in Tallinn and Riga? Going there on a Baltic Christmas markets cruise. We've never.
But we've not done Riga. But
No.
we have done Tallinn. Go onto our website and have a look at the ports of call, because there is one on there.
Oh, that one.
It's El Dracon, I think it's called, right in the centre, and it's part of the old town hall that used to be.
It's themed.
It's themed. We won't tell you any more than that.
No.
But it's themed.
It's themed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit of fun. I'm not saying it's a brilliant bar, but it was a bit of fun.
It was a bit of fun, yeah.
Yes. My next 3 trips were all 5 cruises: Canaries, Malta, and Egypt.
Canaries.
Wow.
Malta. We like Malta. We haven't been there for
love
donkeys years,
Malta.
have we?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure that I want to go to Egypt again.
We've been there twice,
Yeah, I know.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful
You'll
time,
have a wonderful
Alfie.
time.
It's just that Lindsay won't, so we didn't have any option. Yeah. I'm just going to take you through a few little...
I thought that he was going to stop all this niggling now.
I'm not niggling because we have a solution. So I'm just going to show, we got a few little pictures here. So this is the, this is the dome in its empty state. And it was really quite a nice room, but all the seating up the way through, apart from the very top row, was sunbeds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So in the evening, when they were holding events, the amount of seating that was there was quite reduced, and the sound was not the best, let's say.
It's a bit echoey.
Yeah. This was one of our favourite restaurants, Catch Me Rudy. We had a fantastic meal in there. And the staff and everything were just brilliant, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
We've got the piazza, very different. Very modern and not as gold and blingy as the Royal class ships, are they? But they do an awful lot with lighting in there.
Yeah. They do some very clever lighting, actually.
And this big LED screen that you see there, they put up every day where you are in port, and it's nice for taking photographs with. But also it opens up like a pair of curtains, and hidden in the middle there, they sometimes have a band, the captain's there, or the DJ's there sometimes, don't they? So that's a little bit different. Then this is the arena. This was the staff presentation evening, wasn't it? You see there aren't actually that many people in there for this, but it's theatre in the round, and the shows that they put on there have been specially developed for the round, haven't they?
You can just about see Dan Looney's picture on the right hand side.
Yeah, bit of it.
Because it was also his night of doing his solo show.
Yeah.
If anybody ever gets a chance to see Dan Looney on any of the Princess ships, it's worthwhile going to see his one-man show because it's very good.
This is a picture from inside Spellbound, which, well, we've been doing some filming earlier today. We're doing sort of our next video, if I ever get it finished, is a review of the cruise. And we did some filming for that earlier today. And Spellbound was, well, we're not really sure, are we? It wasn't what it was originally. They changed it about 3 weeks before we went. And yeah, jury's out, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Jury's out on that one. Anyway, back to the questions. Take a chance.
Can I just interrupt you?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Carry on.
Before we start the questions
All right,
again,
okay.
just to remind people, if you are enjoying yourselves, please let us have a thumbs up.
Oh, yes.
And if you are watching this on catch up, if you do a thumbs up,
yes,
you might also get the chance to hype.
You're going to do this, aren't you? So this is Lindsay's prepared this. Very clever young lady. Oh.
So if you hype a video, this is the first screen that you'll see.
Yes.
And down at the bottom there, you can see it says hype. So you click onto the hype button, and it takes you to the next little page, which is coming up now.
Hopefully, that one.
And then you got to hit the little button, the black button at the bottom, and you'll find that it'll then give some hype points to whoever's video you're watching. And this is a way of YouTube helping small creators get, well, I'm not quite sure what we get really. They're going to spread our information further or something.
Apparently. We don't know whether it works.
It's a bit like the algorithm. We have no idea. But that's what they're encouraging people to do, is to hype the videos that they are enjoying and to give them a bit of an extra boost.
They say thumbs up. So
thumbs up.
They say this.
Thumbs up and hype.
We don't know.
So if that's what you're doing, then thank you very much.
So Linda says, take a transatlantic, do a train trip across the US to Seattle, and I'll buy you a pint. Right, and then on to an Alaska cruise.
Do you know, it's really strange you should say that, because that you're not far from the truth there. If only you knew.
We have got a quote.
There is a long-term plan. Obviously, it's very long-term because of this little man.
Yeah.
But there is something that we would like to do on a bucket list.
And it was 71 nights.
Yes.
It encompassed huge areas of the States and Canada, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yes. And those are being added to all the time.
Yes. Yes. I think I've been thinking it sounds familiar. Yeah. Michelle was fantastic. She was lovely, wasn't she, guys? Lizzie, question. Which Prince ship is your favourite now?
Oh, well, I think at the moment it's got to be Star.
I think so.
But having said that, you know what I'm like, Lizzie. Put me on any ship and I'm happy.
I guess the best one is the one we're on at the time. But no, it was good. It was good. And I think the thing that impressed me most was the fact it was the second ever cruise on the ship. We did, as you're probably all aware, the inaugural on Queen Anne. On Queen Anne, half the staff wanted to kill each other because things just weren't running smoothly and it was difficult. On there, everybody was at ease. All the staff, whether it was captains, senior officers who were around the ship all the time.
Engineers that were going around and tweaking bits and pieces, all of them were very happy to say hello.
Yeah.
And, they were just very much at ease, and I think that added to the fact that we felt at ease.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just a nice place to be. If they're happy, we're happy.
Was there a bar on Star you didn't like? Yes.
Oh,
yes. One that was shut.
Which one was that?
No. I'm just saying that the only bars we didn't
we went
like
out
was
one
if they
on
were
the back
shut.
that night, and
That was nice.
When we went out
later
in the evening.
Yeah, later in the evening. That was our own fault. Yeah, but that was nice when it was open during the day. I know the monkeys loved it out there. Yeah. So no, the only time they were no good was when they were shut, and and that wasn't too bad either, was it?
No,
It
they
didn't
were
shut
quite late
early.
closing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So no, we didn't really have a bad bar on there, did we?
No, don't think so.
No. Not sure where the time went. Yeah, it
It did
just
fly by,
just
didn't it?
disappeared.
A
We
week's just not long enough on
didn't
there.
seem to do anything, but yeah. So, first time messaging you both, love your channel, found what you were looking for at Fred Olsen Cruises, treat the great work, Travanport. Well, thank you very much for that, much appreciated. And we hope we can bring you some more interesting information on Star.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yes, if I'm glad that you found the stuff that we've done on Fred interesting as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, there will be more coming soon.
There will be more coming.
Yes.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. The station near you.
I don't know how much gin I put in that glass, but it's working.
It's working. Julie,
I do really.
did you go to the Crown Grill and better food than Sky?
Yes, and yes.
Yes. We did go to the Crown Grill, and it was good, but I wouldn't put it at the top of our list of speciality dining.
Not no.
I think we've done it too often, and it was good. The quality of the food was good. The service was excellent on the internet, and the place was nice. The venue was nice, but I think maybe we've done it too often, and we're getting sort of used to it. We had no issues like we did on Sky on the last trip. Certainly, it was very, very good, but not a patch on Catch for Rudy, was it?
No.
No, that's
We need to be careful not to get too complacent.
place it on that one, yeah. Dwayne and Jim, glad you had a great trip. Just shows you can make an adventure of it. Yes, you can, and it was fun.
It was an adventure, but it was also an extension of the holiday because it was, the 6.5 hour journey down through France and Spain was just so comfortable. It really was like sitting in your own armchair and just watching the world go by. And I had more chance to look at it on the way back because he didn't slave drive me on the way back. But it was really interesting when we were starting to come up through between France and Spain, and the differences in the countryside was quite dramatic. And I did like seeing all the Charolais cattle and the Charolais cattle and a few Simmental and then the Charolais cattle. So it was quite interesting from my point of view.
And at times we were going down through, and there was water on both sides of us, wasn't there? It was quite strange. And on the way back, it was even stranger because it was blowing an absolute hoolie, and the wind was taking the water off the surface, wasn't it? The spray off the surface, and it was quite sort of eerie, wasn't it? When we came back through. But you'll see that on the return journey. Diane, hi Dan, all the way from Sydney. Wow, we embarked Crown Break this morning. Order for 11 a.m. in 20 minutes. The OBT circular. Wow. We've not ever been on Crown, have we? No, but have a fantastic time. I'm sure you will. Yeah.
Let us know how good the bars are on there.
Yeah, certainly do. Keep in touch.
You need to test out all of the cocktails in every single bar.
Vicky, question for everyone. Has anyone done Ambassador cruises and your opinions? Now, I know Alfie's done Ambassador. I know Mark and Lindsay have done Ambassador. And Lizzie's done Ambassador several times. And our friend Anne has done Ambassador. I'm not sure she's on here tonight. So quite a lot of people. We haven't done it yet. No, we haven't done it yet.
It's on the list.
It's on the list for someone. Yes.
But we would quite specifically like to go from Bristol
if
we can. Because it's just 35 minutes up the road really, so it was an easy place to get to. It would just be fun not to have to do an awful long journey to get there. That is definitely on the list.
So if anyone on here can help Vicky,
yes, please
do. More the merrier. Thank you very much. One thing we must remember to say, Lindsay, I'm surprised you didn't do it earlier, unless you did and I wasn't listening, is to thank everybody who followed us.
I haven't. I thought I'd leave that to you.
Oh, all right. It's to thank everyone, but you do all the work on it. Thank all of you who followed our Facebook page on the way down. We tried to sort of keep it a bit up to date as we were going along, and we had a huge amount of views on there. We had 500,000 views on the journey that we had.
Something stupid. It was silly figures. It was figures that we couldn't even dream of.
Yeah, so thank you very much. We hope you found it useful and helpful and enjoyable. And if you thought it was good, perhaps you'd let your friends know and they could follow us as well. It doesn't cost anything, does it?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
But and you really enjoyed doing that as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because I had the time to sit and do it.
Yeah. So Annie and Carla say, do you like the space between the tables and the end? Yeah, it was a good size. It was good. Yeah.
Yes, it was nice.
So Alfie says, done Ambassador, enjoyed it and got booked another 2. Well,
there you go.
That speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It does.
Because Alfie's done lots of different cruise sites.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know he loves it.
He's a good judge.
Bingo with the same table kept winning. And yes! It was because they had 5 games of bingo and 4 of them were won by the same table, weren't they? Including the huge jackpot,
and
wasn't
it was just you just don't see that in bingo because there are so many people there on the last day because we only went on the last day, and I just couldn't believe it. Just crazy. I dread to think how many books they were running because I got close on the last one, didn't I? Only wanted 2 numbers, but just. That was just crazy. I think everybody was surprised, including the people that were running it. It just doesn't happen. But good for them.
Yes. And of course, Johnny and Will, I forgot. They've done that.
Johnny and Will. Yes.
Yeah,
That was
their fault. 5 nights with that Ambassador and loved it. We booked another cruise for 2027 for 11 nights. Oh, that's a long one, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Well, there you go. It's another thumbs up for that one. Paul and Carol, sorry late to the party. Hi, Paul and Carol. Nice to see you here. And we'll see you very soon.
We will.
Won't we? Friday, I think. Yeah. Johnny and Will, what was food like in the main dining rooms on Star Princess? How do you understand? We actually had one evening meal in the main dining room. And we had breakfast in there once or twice.
Twice, I think.
Twice. Breakfast was fine. The food in the main dining room was good in general because all princess food is good in the main dining. But we did have a slight issue that one particular night that for some reason there was, we think, a problem in the kitchens. And our food was very, very, very slow being served. And when it did come to us, it was cold, which wasn't good, was it? Now, just to be fair, when the head waiter came round and asked, is everything fine, we told him what had happened. And he apologised profusely to us. And he actually offered us there and then any of the upcharged dishes free of charge on the menu, although his name was. And if we didn't want it then, because we'd sort of been waiting around for a while and we'd already missed the show, hadn't we? He said that if we'd come back another night, he would happily give us anything we wanted, lobster, steak, anything that we wanted. So,
and of course, by that time, we'd managed to get speciality dining, so we weren't able to go back, which was a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to actually test the system.
Yes.
He couldn't have been more apologetic, but there you go. That was the way of things.
That's
breakfasts were very good.
Very good. That's the truth as it happened. But they were falling over backwards to do something about it first, and unfortunately we couldn't take advantage because we ran out of days, didn't we, really? So yeah, a little disappointing, that one. Saying hi. Oh, a Kenneth Supreme. Very true. So when we were in good spirits one night, and Aidan was there, wasn't he, as well, and the whole family cruising with Aidan. If you don't follow him, look him up and have a look. He was on there with us as well. And they didn't have, what didn't they have? Oh, they didn't have some cream at that moment to make a brandy Alexander. So I asked if they could make it with Baileys instead of cream. So it was all alcoholic drinks. And they did. And it was really quite nice, wasn't it?
It was a bit of a hit.
It was a bit of a hit. So it was named the Kenneth Supreme by Luke, I think, wasn't it?
Oh, probably, yes.
So.
Yes. We had a bit of a discussion.
And then everyone in our group, and the group sort of grew, didn't it? It got sort of 9 or 10 people, didn't it?
And if you're having a drink, you've got to have one of these.
Yeah.
Got to have one of these.
And they sold lots of them that night,
They
didn't
did.
they? Yeah.
They did.
Mm.
They sold a few nights afterwards as well, actually.
They did. Yeah.
They were a bit surprised to have people going in a couple of nights later and going, "Oh, can
Colour
it
Supreme, yeah. But that shows how relaxed and how good the bar staff were. Yeah, up for good fun. Vicky and Stu are very excited for the group cruise. Yeah,
Yes, we are
so
too.
are we. Yeah. Apprehensive but really excited.
I know.
Yeah. Gail Mike, good evening, guys. Sorry, late.
Oh,
Now you're off on your main holiday this year, aren't you? Off to the Caribbean very, very soon. I hope you have a fantastic time.
certainly be warmer than it is going to be here.
It will be, yeah. So, Tina, going on Ambassador Amex in December, I have seen some very good reviews here on YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some excellent reviews. I've also seen one or two that are not so complimentary, but our friend Anne said it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Lizzie
And
loves it.
Lizzie likes the food, the service, and the entertainment.
Oh, he loves
and
it.
that's probably the most important parts,
Yeah,
really.
For
Yeah.
us.
For us, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Saying hi. See you tomorrow night. Question, Julie. Have you guys considered Fresh Autumn Mystery Cruise? We have booked one for next year. After 4 or 5 ports changed on Iona. Oh, so you had a mystery cruise on Iona as well then.
Yeah, it's something that I quite fancy the idea of. And I know that it's a mystery cruise, but you know that if it's going to be a week from, say, Southampton, you're not going to end up down in the Med, are you? So you can kind of half guess where you're going, and because I think probably the most difficult part would be trying to decide what sort of clothes to
Yeah,
do.
especially at certain times of year, because if you're going north or you're doing like Northern Europe, you
want
could
your
be
thermals, don't you?
-2, -3.
Yeah.
Or if you head down to northern Spain, which you can also do in a week,
You might need something a little bit lighter.
yeah, I think that would be the most
But it would be,
frustrating bit.
It would be interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
It would
wouldn't
be fun.
rule that out.
And we trust Fred to have a good time anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we love them. Yeah. But Iona, we did that one, and Monkeys were on it as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
In February, and every port changed.
Every single one.
And even some of the ports that they changed to didn't happen either.
No.
But that was all down
down to weather.
Storm Eunice.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
it was fine. We were happy. It was the first time we met
Yes,
Monkeys,
of course.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Droy... J. Roystonford, right. Given that a flight would only take a couple of hours and cost approximately a quarter of the overland option, wouldn't have considered a flight. No, because you won't fly.
There's
There's no
no argument there.
no. But yeah, it is cheaper to do it by plane. Although I think Cruise Monkeys who did fly out, I think their cost was £430 and ours was £680, something like that, for the two of us. So not a quarter of the cost, but certainly cheaper. I wouldn't argue with that at all.
And you still have costs of getting to the airport.
Yeah.
Potentially having to stay in a hotel overnight, either one end or the other. So you know, it's horses for courses in a lot of situations. I don't fly. I haven't flown for years, and I have no intention of doing so, unless somebody can find a way of stopping me feeling quite so bad about it. And I know that a lot of other people either can't or won't fly for medical reasons, or for, like me, they just don't want to do it. So it's found we found an alternative that was going to give us some more interesting opportunities to do. It's opening up all sorts of things. Now we just got to find time to actually do it.
Yes, and plan it. Yes. So Warren says he took the high-speed train from Luxembourg to Paris. It was effortless. Yeah, I agree with you. It
very
really
much
is. Yeah, and we also bought the over 60 saver card, didn't we? So it lasts a year, and if you're over 60, you can buy an over 60 saver, and it gives you 30% reduction off the train fare costs on TGV.
But like everything, you've got to budget for yourself.
Yes.
And do what's best for you. And for some people that don't have as much time available to them as we do,
Flying
is probably the better option anyway.
Yeah.
But it's it is what it is, and we enjoyed doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. It was good. House. It's an interesting way it's spellbound. I booked it on some for my birthday dinner. When they changed it, I cancelled it and booked Love by Brito.
Love by Brito's got a tremendous reputation. The Cruise Monkeys went there, so they'd be able to give you information about that.
We couldn't get in, could we?
We could get in, no. But yes, everybody was saying how good it was. Just wasn't convinced, really.
No.
I don't think that the meal was all it was cracked up to be anyway.
No, because it was the other end of the ship. You had to walk sort of half the length of the ship.
Yeah, so I think they probably did the right thing in getting rid of that. But I think what they should have done was taken a bit more time to think about what they were putting into stuff.
Because you get 2 cocktails included. It's $49 plus 18% gratuity, and they put it on your onboard account. So if you've got onboard credit, it might be a way of using some of that if you want to. We went in, we were greeted, we had some close-up magic at the tables. We had 2 cocktails. The cocktails, I think we had better ones around the ship than we did in there. They're special ones that had like a bit of showmanship and performance to it. They were extra, and you had to pay for them like $25 or $40. One of them wasn't it, each? So you had to pay for that extra. This main show I thoroughly enjoyed. And you could stay there sort of for the rest of the night if you wanted, but it was all right.
It was okay, but I wouldn't have wanted to stay there for the rest of the evening and have those cocktails.
No.
Really.
I'm glad we've done it.
Yes.
But I wouldn't rush back to do it again, I think is what I'd say. Let's see. Alfie, Paul and Carol, Jared, even Paul and Carol. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Passengers want to get practice for sphere class theatres. They can try the Rose in Kingston in the round. Oh, that's interesting to know, Michael.
Yeah.
And in the round theatre.
I quite like in the round theatres. It is a different experience altogether. But I do quite like the fact that they come out further into the audience. It does give a different perspective, and they have to design the shows that they do so differently.
Yeah,
which is nice.
So Lizzie says she's enjoyed all her ambassador cruises, good food, entertainment and service. So there you go. Take it from Lizzie. And Lizzie's in the trade.
She is.
So there.
Yeah.
Sue, hi Sue. Enjoyed your video. Did you see flamingos near the French-Spain border? Yes, we did. Don't you remember? Oh, you were probably busy working. I saw them. Yes, there were some in the area with all the water. And we had to speed it up again there to sort of... bit of a faster speed. Oh, and Bill's here. Hi, Bill. Bill, our friend from Detroit, who we actually met in Barcelona the night before we sailed.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a job finding him, didn't we?
But we did find him, and I'm so pleased we did.
Yeah,
it was nice to sit and chat.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you, Bill. Good fun. If anyone wants to see Bill's channel, it's Warm Strong Adventures. Have a look and see what he gets up to. I think he might still be mid-Atlantic, unless he's back by now. He was doing the transatlantic on Carnival ship. Yeah. Harriet's tea. That's
hello.
Stuart and Diane, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Yes. 30 degrees here today. Oh, yeah. You can vouch for the Kenneth Supreme. Yeah. It was a nice thing, wasn't it?
It was.
Karen, we've done coach holidays down to Salou and Spain many times. Did you find the return journey harder and more tiring than going out? We did, but we did it in a different way. We didn't have a break, and I think if we do it again, when we do it again, I'll do it slightly differently. We had a day in Barcelona when we got off the ship and then went early the next morning and then kept going and didn't get back until 2:30 in the morning. But I think what I do is take the afternoon train from Barcelona back to Paris, stay the night in Paris, and then get the morning train on Eurostar, and then we'd be home sort of 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Having that break mid-journey, I think, would make it easier. Or possibly have a day in Paris as well,
Maybe.
and have an extra day there.
It just depends where you're going.
Mm.
The times that the trains are going, because they change between winter and summer.
Yep.
So it does vary a little bit.
Yeah.
But yes, it was much harder coming home, but then we were probably tired from the cruise. You know, it's always quite emotional leaving any ship.
Yeah, it is.
And when you're leaving friends and a ship, it's
Yeah.
even more emotional. And yes, we were tired anyway. So yeah,
And we've been emotional for the whole week.
Yeah,
let's face
it's been an emotional time, full stop.
Yeah.
But yes, it was much more hard coming home.
Yes, it was. So Phil, I think that might be Phil, as in Phil. Oh, I'm not sure. Were the European train tickets you got?
Philip Deeming.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, flexible in case of delays, cancellations. They were. You could book different versions of the tickets. We sort of went for the halfway house. You could actually, if there was a problem that they'd cause, you could get a free changeover, but you may not have had your reserved seats, because we have reserved seats. Up until 24 hours before, you could cancel them and get a full refund on the TGV Inuit. So they were reasonably flexible. So if you had something that you had to cancel 2 weeks before, you get all your money back in one go. So I think it was either 24 or 48 hours before you could cancel and get a full refund. Delays and cancellations? Well, apparently they don't have delays in France on the network. I'm sure they do. We didn't experience, well, the only late train that we had was the Eurostar, that was late going out and late coming back about 10 minutes. But no, the French ones were spot on. To the minute, in fact.
Yeah.
We arrived at the exact minute in Barcelona after 6 3/4 hours that we were supposed to. Really quite phenomenal. But yes, you were able to change them. And I think that's about the end of our questions. Thank you very much.
Wow. Now,
Yes.
you've got to understand that this week we haven't had any celebrations.
No.
And that's because we had none sent to us.
No.
However, I will say that I want to say good luck to Beverly. Now, Beverly can't be with us tonight. She will watch on catch up, so please make sure you hype Bev. But she's actually rehearsing for a concert with her choir, and that's going to take place on the 23rd of November in the Royal Albert Hall, no less. So good luck to all the choir from us.
Yeah.
And I hope that you have a super time.
Yeah.
And also, just please remember, Facebook. Remember, we're on Instagram and that X thing. I don't understand that business. We've also got the website,
Yes.
and we've got the Amazon shop and our own little shop on there. It's getting close to that time when people are looking for, dare I say it, Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Oh.
And if you'd like to support us and you're buying stuff on Amazon, if you go to the Amazon link from our website and then buy anything on there, not just the stuff in our shop, we will actually get a small commission on there. So if you would like to support us without costing you a penny, you can help us that way. It'd be much appreciated.
I will be looking at a newsletter. I hope I might get it out at the end of this week, but it might be the beginning of next week. But yes, there is one on its way.
Mm-hmm.
The next live will be on the 1st of December. Can you believe where that year's gone?
4 days before our next cruise.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, see, that's another thing I had here.
Oh.
Did you know it's 32 days until we go on our next cruise?
Oh.
It's best to get some stuff ready.
Yes.
And worse than that, it's 52 days until Christmas. Yay!
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Got a bit of planning to do between now and then. So
The Grinch is going to come out again.
So thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's been great to have all these questions.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, thanks as there as well.
Come
I'll
and say
just take
goodbye.
that one off there. It's been great to have you join us, and thank you. We really do appreciate it, and your support on Facebook and everything through these little bit difficult times that they've been recently. Plan for the vlogs. We're hoping to get a review out this weekend. Hoping. I've got a lot of work to do at the moment. And then we'll start the vlogs the week after that, all things being considered. So thank you once again for joining with us. And it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Why not pop over to our website? And some of the ports of call we've enjoyed to date. We also have a small online shop for you to browse that includes our very own Dillis cruising ducks. If you'd like to contact us about anything, just go to our Contact Us page.